All right, I am back. It's been a little while. I decided to make a list of my favorite things about my Tesla. I'm also going to do another video at some point about the things I dislike about my Tesla. It's a shorter list, but there are things I dislike about it. But I didn't limit this to a specific number because I just had too many. But hopefully the video is not that long. So first of all, the acceleration. I love the acceleration of the car. It's a fun car to drive. It's I have a long range Model Y, so I think it's 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. So it's at the slower end of Teslas actually. Um, Other Teslas go faster than that, but even with that, it's fast. It's fun. The updates I get over their updates maybe once or twice a month, sometimes more than that, sometimes a little less. But if they have something new or cool to add to the vehicle, or just something a fix that, of a glitch or whatever that they found, they do an over the air update. They just you just my car is hooked up to my Wi-Fi in my house, and it just updates the software. Um, that happens all the time. I don't know any other vehicle that does that. The autopilot's it does have its drawbacks, but for the most part, it is pretty cool. I Once you get used to it, which doesn't take that long, um, it is nice to have autopilot. It does take stress off of driving. Like I drove to Arizona and back, and I used autopilot quite a bit. And again, I had some issues with it, which I'll get into in the other video, or I talked about it in my previous videos on the drive. But for the most part, it is nice. Um, uh, Remote control. So you have an app on your phone, and you can control anything from unlocking and locking the doors, opening the trunk, turning your heater or air conditioner on, venting the windows. You can see where your car is on GPS. You can schedule your car to heat up or cool down at a certain time. So if you're leaving at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can set it to for the heater to turn on, 15 minutes before, so car will be nice and toasty. Um, and there's other things you can do to it too. It's a pretty cool app, and there's a lot of things you can do on the app. It'll also show you your mileage. Um, I can make a whole nother video on what the app does, but that's pretty cool. You can control quite a bit from the app. Sentry mode. So Sentry mode is just another vehicle theft deterrent, I guess. It'll record video. You have cameras on the side, the front, the back, and inside your car. It'll record. If somebody does something to your car or gets too close, it'll also alert your phone. I can also check the cameras on my phone on the app I was just talking about through Sentry mode. So that's pretty cool. Charging. I love charging at home. I don't have to go to a gas station. It's easy. If you do, just everyday driving, city driving, you can just plug it in at the end of the day, and it just charges while you're doing nothing at the house. You don't need to charge every day unless you're driving quite a bit every day, but it is pretty cool. I have a 240 volt plug out in the garage. So it charges at about 31 miles per hour. So it's really not that bad. So if I drive it for a couple of days and drive it down, get it down to 75 miles less or whatever, just plug it in, and, it'll charge it while you're sleeping, charge it while you're just doing whatever at the house. The gas savings. I save on average, and it'll vary depending on what the price of gas is and what vehicle you used to use and this and that. But I would say I'd save on average between $1,000 and $2,000 a year, depending on the price of gas. And obviously, the higher gas prices, the more you save. I haven't seen a significant jump in my electric bill. My electricity costs are about 12 cents per kilowatt hour. So to charge my vehicle from 0 to full, it comes out to about $9. So that's a 300-mile range. City driving, highway driving is going to be 240-mile range for $9. Um, The sound system's awesome. I've listened to songs on the sound system and heard noises in the songs, or parts of the songs that I've never heard before, ever in the song ever before. So you'll hear something coming out of a speaker, that'll be like just a background noise or something that they put into the song that was meant for, higher level speakers or higher level sound systems that you just haven't noticed before. So that's pretty cool. The display itself, the display in the car, it's like 19 inches or 17-inch display. It's pretty sweet. You got the GPS the map on it. It's cool. All the stuff, the speedometer, everything's on there. How fast you're going, everything. It did have a drawback on the trip that I talked about before, and I'll talk about that again in my negatives. But for the most part, I mean, the backup camera is the best backup camera I've ever seen. And then you can look at the side cameras at the same time while you're driving if you want to. Turn signal on, you have a side camera on there. But just the display itself, it's fun. And to continue with that, there's also entertainment on there. So you can watch, if you're parked, you can watch YouTube on there. You can watch Netflix, Disney Plus. There's a bunch of games on there. My son and I played chess many times when we've been parked somewhere for some reason. There's a whole list of games on there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If you're charging, or if you're just stuck somewhere for whatever reason. Storage space inside there, I think it was like 63 square feet, cubic feet. I don't remember. There's a lot of space. You got the frunk, which usually you'd have an engine, but that's the space. Then you have the trunk, and then you have a trunk underneath the trunk. And then the storage space underneath the seats is pretty high. So there's a good amount of storage space for the size of the vehicle. Voice commands. You can press on the button on your steering wheel and give us voice commands. Turn the air conditioning to 69 degrees. Play this song. Other things like call this person. Other things like that. The supercharging network. Supercharging network is fantastic. I don't like the prices, but I do like how it's set up. No other electric vehicle company has that set up. I did read that Tesla's going to open it up to other EV manufacturers, which I don't like, because I don't want them to start getting crowded, but it's the way it is. But the actual network itself is pretty sweet. You can't drive anywhere in this country, as far as I can tell, and not be able to charge on the way. I feel like on my drive, there was a supercharger at least every 60 or 70 miles or something like that. So there's always opportunities to charge. The Bluetooth unlock and lock. So I have my phone set up on the app. I just walk up to the car, and it unlocks it. I press hold in the door handle, it'll unlock it, and then when I leave, I have it set up to when I leave and just walk away, it locks the car and folds in the mirrors. That's pretty sweet. I do have issues every now and then unlocking the vehicle, and I'll have to get in. I think it's more of a Galaxy phone thing than it is the car or the app itself. I feel like sometimes I'll need to reset my phone, or even reset the vehicle itself. You can reset the system on the display. But to lock the vehicle, I've never had a problem. I walk away, you can hear the horn beep that it locks, and the windows fold in. Pretty sweet. I'm sure there's things I'm leaving out, but that was just when I was making a list. These were the things that I came up with. If you have something else, feel free to add it to the comments. But overall, I love my car. I'm going to have this car for a long time. I have no plans on trading it in anytime soon. Like I said, there are a few drawbacks, and I'll make a video about that in the near future. And as always, if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message on the video, and I'll be as honest as I can. I have no problems being honest I have no connection to Tesla, no connection to anybody. So, thanks.